Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Atlaka, and we're bringing you back another Steel Division 2 video. And in this matchup, we got a match on the October Peasant Joust for the Kingdom Discord. You will find a link in the description. And in this matchup, we have Apostal playing as the 2nd Infantry Division Indian Head on balanced deployment type. And his opponent is going to be Jscowboys playing as the 84th Guard Strelki, also on balanced deployment type. So this is going to be a very interesting matchup, especially with the 84th Guard being out. I've played the 2nd Infantry Indian Head a few times now in this tournament, so let's see how it turns out. But before we get into the matchup, make sure you guys hit that bell icon. Like the video, it helps out the channel a lot. Subscribe if you guys like to see this type of content. And as soon as we get done this deployment, we'll be back to you guys shortly. Alright, so we got Apostal bringing up his armored cars, bazooka, recon, and a lot of flamers and stuff into the forest. Seems like a pretty good push from all sides. We also have Cowboy doing the exact same thing. He is basically spreading his units out pretty well. As of right now, there's no advantages right now. Cowboy is ahead of Apostal, but the game has just started, so things can even out as they just have right now. His recon car is moving up here. I'm guessing he's going to place it somewhere around this area. The M8 immediately engages the Satrapy that's being moved into the center. And some Gevaria takes up on the sides, getting shot by the M8, and takes it out. Apostal sets up his Rangers right around the flag. There's no really serious movement going on with these Gevaria and command units here on the side and the blob that's right there. And some basics move a little close. Doesn't seem there's anything really to fire at them. So they're able to take position in this one spot here. Apostal has control of this flag, bringing the game at 14-10 as soon as the game starts. And the M8 is now getting shot by this AT gun up here in this forest line here, and gets destroyed. I don't know why I couldn't think about it right there. Just as soon as I looked at it, my brain just completely just went out the window for some reason. More Gevaria and Atamachikis moving into this side. Looks like they're going to try to take on some of his units here. He does have a Ranger squad here with a engineer leader. This is going to be a pretty decent defense against all these units moving in. So far, not too much. Everything's pretty quiet at the moment. This side is also quiet. There are some Rangers looking over. A bazooka team. He's placed his M1 gun right here looking through the road, so there's no... So anything coming down this road right here is going to be dangerous. Same thing with Cowboy. And there's this lone Satrapy squad just chilling out here on this side of the road with nothing around it. But it does control this one specific little area, but does not control any flags. Where's that shooting going on? It looks like the Rangers engaged that Satrapy. And they capture back the flag, bringing the game back at 14-10. Not much movements, more basics moving in. The clash in the center is now happening as the Rangers take on some of these Atamachikis. Strategy gets destroyed. I think it's a mistake to take him on one-at-one. Should have tried to blob them all with everything he had, but they're all stepping into it just one at a time. Ranger squad goes down. Lots of violence in the center as they push out this advance from Cowboy. Rangers are now taking up and pushing these guys out of this area. And as soon as these guys get cleared, Apostal is going to have a good shot at capturing this flag likely. More units are being brought up. Some basics, disheartened infantry are being brought up as well. Still 14-10. We are still in phase A with the game just starting. Apostal brings up a Sherman tank. You guys can see the smoke out there in the distance. I think that's the only... oh, never mind. There's 2 tanks being brought up. 2 T-34Es. This one looks like it's bumbling its way out. The other one doing the same thing? Yeah, this one looks a little more straight. Why does that one look so... ah, maybe it's just me. Oh, Postal brings up some 107 mortars. Likely going to use it for smoke. Or just to start hitting Cowboys infantry. 15-9 as Apostal starts bringing up some, taking up more flags, taking the flag up here as well. Maybe he's going to be pushing into this side of the side of the town soon, or maybe over here. It doesn't look like there's much going on. Everything seems to be fixed on this side here, and he does have the numbers now to deal with this. There's really nothing to stop any push right now, and Cowboy senses it immediately, starts bringing more units. But if Apostle decides to push forward, he may clear these guys out before the reinforcements can arrive, despite the fact that these guys are in fast transporters. Some AA guns are being brought in as well. Those T-34s are engaging... I think they're engaging infantry. Heard a sniper rifle. That must have come from right there. Has to be very careful. There is an AT gun at least moving up. I don't know if it's going to be able to... I mean, if it gets in the road in the center, it'll take it out. Has to be very careful because those snipers will definitely ruin his day. And as we said before, this attack here in the center was bound to happen at some point. This forest part is very, very, very contested in this map. And it's one of the points where you can really make a lot of space. Towns are okay. There's a lot of space you can use for also for range too. But it looks like right now, it looks like SG-43 is firing on those Rangers, which loses Apostal the flag he had gained before. Game is back down at 14-10. Mortars looks like they're fired into the town. Likely where the machine gun had fired. Yep, landing on it right now. Not sure if they're going to be able to take it out. There is an AT gun watching over this slope here. But it doesn't really watch into the town, just watches the road. Maybe placing a little bit further up might have been better. Because it also covers this side here, but, well, I think it'll be safe from those snipers. And the Apostle quickly engages the infantry that's right there in this force line, taking the flag, bringing the game back at 15-9. Basics are engaging some of that Otomachiki or Okamete Chiki. I can't pronounce that. Rangers engaging some of these units as well. Looks like there's fighting here on this side as well. 16A as Apostal is able to capture this flag once again, somehow getting past that SG-43. Cowboy has some 82 mortars brought up with some some of these guys maximum AA guns. They got like 4 machine guns applied on there. They're okay. For the price they are, they're only 25 points, so they're not very expensive, and I personally don't really like using them myself. But if, you know, in a pinch, you gotta use them. Oh, it looks like that Ranger LMG is now moving forward. It does get caught up. It might get stopped by this squad here. It is completely outnumbered, and it does have a engineer leader squad. I swear I just saw a tank round hit it. Yep, that's where here it was. This T-34 is engaging these guys, but they're able to push forward and capture the flag all the way down towards the end here of the forest belt, which brings the game still. It's still 16-8 with Apostal in the lead right now, in a big lead. Drops some bombs on that T-34. T-34 withdraws, brings up a Yak 1B, who's trying to engage that, but falls victim to that 40mm AA gun and has to turn back. Ranger squad is right now taking on that Gavaria. Looks like it is going to pin him down and causes the surrender. Oh, forgot where my keys were at. And there we are, the surrender, with the guys just putting their hands up. Mortar fire into the flag, falling right close to the engineer leader. May want to push him back a little bit. It's not really really hitting on him, but it is landing in the vicinity. This flag is now under control once again by Cowboy. His mortars are doing some work, and he's bringing a lot of armor into the battle. Another P-47. Where is it going to drop its bomb? It still has its payload. Looks like it's turning away. Yeah, it's just flying around in circles. I just sat there staring at it for like a good 10 seconds for some reason. There's really nothing here that can take it down unless he brings a fighter aircraft. And these gas AA with the quadruple maximum machine guns have to get a little bit too close just in order to engage it. Apostle brings another M4A1. Likely going to place it within the center of the road, maybe. He does have another one, if it's still alive, somewhere around here. I think it's actually knocked out. Yeah, it's knocked out. And now he's putting more pressure on Cowboy, as Cowboy starts flooding in the field with reinforcements. You can hear the machine gun roaring as Apostle brings some of his half-tracks into the mix. And this should be enough to deal with that machine gun. There is an M8 armored car here too, which should maybe do some fire support. But it still gives you good viewpoint of what's going on in the battlefield. Cowboy has these T-34s here, which is kind of odd considering the fact that Apostle only has an AT gun here and no real push towards this area except for this basic squad. I would say maybe an area he could have exploited and pushed forward, but he's putting a lot of stuff here without really checking out this area. There's really no recon. Well, there is some recon coming out now, but there's really no recon literally telling him what's going on there. It looks like the M4 is going to get close, or no, it's going to likely watch the road. Yeah, like right around here, I would say. It looks like Cab was able to capture this flag again. Apostle has been pushed back towards this side. captures this flag as well, as some of these basic units get cut off from their main line. They are likely going to be forced to surrender. More tanks are being brought up by Cowboy, as his T-34 takes the gamble and goes into the assault, and is going to get shot from at least 3 separate sides now, because there's a Hellcat there too, and a bomber. That's a little excessive for just one tank. They called in a lot of fire support for that. And another attack towards the forest, as Cowboys trying to regain the ground. There's only 4 minutes and 56 seconds left in the game. Game being at 16-8. And this is still part of round 1 of the Peasant Joust monthly tournament on the Kingdom Discord. Being a squad of engineers, this might be a little bit dangerous with that T-34 watching over. Yeah, it's not. It's out of range right now. Oh, that tank's getting a little too close. May likely be picked up by the T-34E. Takes a round, bounces off. Takes out the AA gun at least, but loses his Sherman tank. Hellcat's moving around the side. There's still another one back there, but looks like that bomb's not going to do much. Does do some damage to the T-34, but the Hellcat just sneaks around and destroys the other AA gun, pretty much clearing the skies, as those Maximums are not going to be able to do much to any aircraft right now. He needs some heavier AA guns. There is an IS-2 now being deployed. This is going to be a huge menace, but is it a little bit too late? There's not much time left in the game, and he has to find a way to recover as much ground as he can, at least half the map, in order to just try to tie the game up. 15-9 does gain some ground. He has got a tall task if he's able to capture enough ground to bring the game back to 12-12, and then see if he can turn it around in Phase C. But looks like Apostal is also reinforcing some of his this one little area where Cowboy right now is pushing hard. Cowboy is also pushing towards the center of the town. Is engaging Rangers and an M2 machine gun, which is fired at him. His infantry are getting pinned. There's no armor right now. The IS-2 is taking a little bit too long to get into the battlefield. They do take out that machine gun that was right there out in the open. Apostal has been able to capture this part here. Has not been able to capture the flag in the center. The game is still 15-9. But he's bringing up more aircraft that are going to be a problem for these this blob of infantry that's here in the center. Oh, nice shot by that Panzer Shrek. Takes out that M3 half-track. Another half-track's likely going to go down. And it does not, actually. It just keeps driving past. There's a bazooka squad here, but they're not really going to be able to do anything. There's like no armor out there. Looks like there might be a battle in the air. Yak 11B is right now engaging this P-47D. Might be better to fall it back. It's not an evac. It's not really going to do anything right now. It's got a little bit too far into the enemy lines. Half-track that survives somehow captures the flag, but loses it 15-9. It's only 1 minute and 13 seconds. What can Cowboy do to turn this around right now? At the moment, it seems like game is almost pretty much matched. Another half-track that's destroyed, trying to just barrel through the city. Engineers are engaging the satrapy, but they take him out. And I guess, I don't know if it was worth it considering the fact the half-track was destroyed too. He does capture another flag, extending it by almost a minute, but right now things are not looking good for Cowboy. More mortars are being fired into the town as Apostal sets them up. He also has an AA gun right there, also to make sure they stay safe. Firing at that Yak 1B. Yak 1B is going to be engaged also by Apostle's P47D. But it might get away because it's also going into the enemy lines. If he might be able to get it. Yeah. Well, he did get it, but he is falling back. And we got a Rhino now. Seems like he's pushing hard into the center. Still 15-9, 27 seconds. Pretty much game match at this point. There's not really much that can change at this point. But Cowboy did takes out that Rhino right at the last bell point of the match. 10 seconds left in the match. Let's see what they can do as the timer comes down to 0. And there you have it, guys. The first round of the Peasant Joust monthly tournament for the month of October. And in this matchup, we have Apostal taking the victory, taking the minor victory with 1590 kills and 905 losses. It wasn't too bad of a trade, I would say. I think Cowboy did definitely start trading better towards the end. I just think it was a little bit too late towards the end. Maybe could have pushed a little bit more towards the start of the game. But towards the last maybe 5 minutes left in the match, it was going to be very difficult for him to turn it around. These Rangers really did a lot of work on his infantry. That was basically everything that was going on in the forest. I did not even notice that IS-2 was knocked out. So that got knocked out by the M1 gun. Well, that's where a lot of these points came in. So Apostle was also getting a lot of kills towards the end, which shows you how badly Cowboy was pushing towards the end. Could have done a little bit more in the beginning, but stuff happens. You know, this type of stuff could be a learning experience too. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like if you guys want to see more. We will have a lot more tournament games coming out as well. Subscribe if you guys like the channel. And I'm going to catch you guys in the next video.